Hello, my name is Bethany, and if you're watching this video, you have probably looked up how to become a nurse in the Netherlands from South Africa, or any country for that matter. Today, I actually want to give you some help, some tips and tricks on the journey that I took and my advice to, take into consideration about what I did and how I can maybe help you to make the journey more easier for you. So I really hope this video helps you. Just a few disclaimers. I am not a social media influencer, so I'm merely just giving advice. So if you expect a very fully edited video, no, sorry, this is going to be a long set of videos. I'm going to try to divide it into parts, part one, part two, part three, because being a South African nurse, moving to another country is a long process, and you're going to want to have all the advice you can find, and I hope that you can find it all in this video. Otherwise, I have other sources to refer you to as well. And yeah, because a lot of people on Facebook have been telling me or asking me things for advice about what to do, certain documents, and I thought, let me put it all in one video so that everyone can watch and listen and take a page from my book. Sorry. So, I hope you're ready. Do you have the following? Do you have a pen? Do you have a notebook? And do you have a cup of tea? Or a glass of wine? Or coffee? Whatever you prefer, because you're going to be sitting for a while. Pretend that you are in my lounge and we are having a conversation, because I want to help you. I want to give you some advice on how to make this journey easier for yourself. So, if you're ready, let's begin. Let me tell you about myself first. My name is Bethany. I'm an ICU nurse from South Africa. If you're not from South Africa, but you're watching this video, that's okay, because if you want to immigrate to the Netherlands, maybe some of these documents will also be valid to your situation. They might just look different or have different names, but the process is pretty much the same to follow for everyone from another country. If you are from the EU, like you are a citizen of Switzerland or Sweden or whatever, some of these documents might not be valid to your situation because you are already considered EU acknowledged. Whereas for me or anyone else who comes from another country, we might have to take a few more steps, but that's why I'm here to help. So let's begin. Part one. Before we even consider that, think about this. Picture this. You're a nurse, you're working in South Africa, you're thinking to yourself, I wonder if there can be more to my experience than this. So you want to immigrate. We all felt that way. We all want to experience new life experiences, qualities, living conditions. I know in South Africa that it's getting difficult to live there properly. I know. That's why I also immigrated. But I need to remind you, it's a big step. It's a massive leap of faith, and you need to be willing to put in the work. So ask yourself, why? That's the first thing you need to write down into your notebook. Why do you want to immigrate? You have to write down your reasons. Write down that question, and underneath, write down your reasons. Is it for work? Did you get an amazing opportunity? Do you want a new life experience for your family? Is your husband or boyfriend or wife or partner also immigrating and they got a job opportunity and you need to follow them? What are your reasons? There's no such thing as a bad reason. Anyone can move anywhere in the world if they put in the work and do it legally, obviously. But that's always a pep talk or an inner sort of assessment as to why you want to do this, so that you can properly think about, what are your, why do you want to immigrate? It's not just something you do as a trend or as everyone else is doing it, why not me? It has to be your life-changing option. You need to be able to put in the work and accept the consequences if it doesn't work out. Secondly, do you have time? By time, I mean, do you, as a nurse, have enough time to deal with the BIG process, the BIG process? Because the Netherlands has a council as well. We have South African Nursing Council. They have the BIG Council, and they have a lot of steps for you to follow before you can even be acknowledged as a nurse in the Netherlands. Look at this list. That's a lot. But don't worry, I'm going to walk you through each of the steps. I might forget something. You might have further questions about something. It'll all come in different sections of the videos. So, you need to be able to put 2 to 3 years of your time aside when you immigrate over here. It's not going to happen overnight. You're not just going to be accepted into the first job that you apply for. It's going to be difficult because the Netherlands government does not always recognize our qualifications, but I'm sure you are aware of that once you start the process and you want to figure out how to go further. So, are you willing to put in the time? And another question, are you willing to start again? I am an ICU nurse. I'm ICU qualified. I studied my general degree in 2012. I did a first year of BSc, Bachelor of Human Molecular Biology, in 2011. And then I decided, no, I want to be a nurse. And then I started studying from 2012 to 2015, graduated, did my ComServe in 2016, worked in private from 2017 onwards, studied to be an ICU nurse in 2018 until 2019. That's a 2-year diploma. Then I studied nursing management in 2020. And of course, that's when COVID hit. So I had to be a shift leader in the COVID unit, and we had to run around. I think we all relate to how much we had to run around, and it was hectic. So that was all the experience we ever had. That's what I had as an ICU nurse. And then I resigned in 2023 and moved over here. I moved in August 2023. And I'm still busy with my BIG process. It is now the 9th of February 2026. It's been 3 years and I'm nearly done. But that's how much time it took me to figure out things and what I wanted to do and how I was going to do it. So hopefully this video will help you with your process a bit faster, because I had to dig for answers and seek all sorts of advice because there were no videos like this. So 2 to 3 years, you need to be willing to put that aside when you come over here. Then, are you willing to start again? Like I said, you are not going to be hired as an RN from the get-go. You're first going to have to do a lot of steps on that paper before. So you need to get experience and pay the bills when you get here. Your husband or your partner or whoever comes with you, if you are coming with someone, might also have their job to deal with and work through to pay the bills as well. Find a place to live, find furniture. It all comes step by step. So you need to be patient. That's something you also need to consider. Then, yeah, for instance, I had to pay the bills by becoming a cleaner. So yeah, it's situations like that you need to be willing to put your pride aside for and be patient with yourself if you really want to achieve your goal to immigrate to the Netherlands. You need to be willing to do another job until you can get to nursing again. There is another option. You can become a verzorgende IG. You don't have to be BIG registered to be a verzorgende IG, but it should be at least acknowledged by BIG. And that can actually help you because it's a nurse, but it's a slightly lower rank. But you still get to use nursing things. You still get to work as a nurse around in the environment. Follow for